When do you think realistically Matt gave up on Mitch? Because he was 24-12 with him the first season. 24-12 is his touchdown to interception ratio. If Mitch could sniff 24-12, I would praise the heavens.
I'm gonna say this. then we need to start talking about how toxic of a culture that we as Chicagoans have, because for a very long time we all said that he wasn't letting Trubisky go. He was holding him back. Old Chicago faithful was definitely screaming that. Hey. It was on ESPN. It was on he had no trust in him, and he actually said, "Now listen, did he have his flaws? Absolutely, but we all saw that at some point it just seemed like he was too much in his head and not necessarily letting him play."
Yeah,
and we saw other coaches just let their players play, and look what happened, right? And so let's be honest, that was a talk for at least a good half a season. I'm not crazy. I know what I heard. Like I know I didn't like the Biscuits pick either. But after a while, I was like, yeah, it's kind of clear he ain't letting the ball. Like if he sucked,
but is it him? But is it him?
Hey, listen.
Is it him? This is the thing you got to. Muzz always want to. They want. You're right. They were saying things like that. They were saying things like that.
Not to make him a pocket passer.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
He's never been a pocket passer.
But listen, what? Here's the problem. What's his best asset?
His legs.
Mm-hmm. So when they put a spy on him, what's he gonna do? Because he's not Lamar Jackson. He's nowhere near Lamar Jackson. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he's faster than Daniel Jones after the 90-yard run I saw Daniel Jones put on. He topped out at 22 miles an hour. So it's not Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones was running for his life, but that's okay.
Hey, listen, white people running from black people is never a good combination. You know what I'm saying?
Live.
hey, west side of Chicago, baby.
We're live, baby.
But listen, to me, when I look at how he coached Mitch. He tried to make Mitch what was going to make him successful in the long run of the NFL.
He tried,
I'll say this,
he did not scheme around Mitch.
He did. He tried to force Mitch. I think that's true. He tried to force Mitch into his scheme, but his scheme does call for a pocket passer.
Okay.
So he's trying to teach.
You don't have the personnel to have a statue in the pocket. You have to adjust. That's your job.
But Mitch,
we talk about the players.
Mitch doesn't have to be a statue in the pocket. Mitch doesn't have to be a statue in the pocket.
Look what happened when we get a statue. Nick Foles didn't do too well.
Exactly. And that's why
you can't tell me he ain't more accurate than Biscuits.
That's why. And listen, that's why all of a sudden everybody's like the offensive line looked better last week. No, it didn't. I saw Charles Leno Jr. trying to block a man from his back. Like I'm no fan of the offensive line, but I'm no great offensive lineman. You know, never been in the trenches really. You know, I play a little bit on the turkey bowl, but it's hard to block somebody when you laying flat on your back.
I'm gonna give you a good example. Right, we don't use all the other people that got fired. Most of them got fired because of what? Most of them didn't make what? Adjustments, right?
No.
Me and you can debate it all day long. But guess what? Nagy did not make adjustments. Guess what? Get him out of here. That's what I'm saying. Get him out of here.
And listen, I think that's his biggest fault. I think that is his biggest fault as a head coach.
No. Wait. He gets fired twice because he was a play caller too.
Yeah, he fired himself on one. He fired himself on one for sure.
Get him out of here, dog.